All right, welcome to the student math community. And in this video, we're just going to go through the process of adding two polynomials. So remember, polynomials are expressions that contain our variables and coefficients and are joined together with plus or minus signs. So we've got, in this first example, two binomials. The prefix bi means two. So we have two polynomials that both have two terms. And adding polynomials is just a matter of collecting the like terms. So if you do not know what like terms are and you need a little practice with that, you can go back up a couple modules in the math community, and there is a collecting like terms video and practice. So now that I've got my binomials, I notice that I have two terms that both have x's. So I have 2x and 5x. And so when I add those together, I have 7x. And then here I have 5 and negative 7. And when I add those two together, I have negative, which will function as my minus sign, 2. So don't forget your sign. Our polynomials, all terms will be separated by either a plus or a negative. And my result in that case is a binomial. My second example, again, it is an addition problem. My second example just goes to show that you have to find the like terms. Don't just add things in corresponding positions. Make sure the terms are actually like terms. So in the first polynomial, I have an x squared. In the second one, I have an x squared. So I have 4 plus negative 8. That is negative 4x squared. And just a quick review of like terms. When you are combining your like terms, you do nothing to the variable part. The x squared is going to stay x squared. You do not add the powers. You only add the coefficients. Then I have a negative 2x and a positive 6x. That is going to be plus, so a positive 4x. And then last but not least, I have a positive 11 and a positive 2. That adds up to plus 13. So I end up with a trinomial. Tri, that prefix means 3. The last example is just to show you what to do with two polynomials when you have terms that are not like terms with anything. So we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. So first I see I have a 10y cubed and a 6y cubed. So 10 plus 6 is 16y cubed. You can add the terms in any order. Does not matter at all. I have a negative 3x squared y, and there is no x squared y term over in the second polynomial. So I'm just going to carry this over, negative 3x squared y. Since there's no like term, it is still part of the answer. You do need to include it, and you just carry it over. Now I have an 8xy and a 3xy, so 8 plus 3 is 11 of them. And then I have a negative 4 plus a negative 19. That is negative 23. I'm going to advance the slide one, and there's 3 examples. I'd like you to pause the video and take a few moments to add these polynomials and then press play again. Welcome back. So here goes with my 3 addition problems. You can see the plus sign in the middle of all of them. So let's go ahead and collect our like terms. In the first one, I have a 6x and 4x. Hopefully what you wrote down is 10x. 2n and negative 11n is negative or minus 9n. Also, if you did these in a different order, I just want to make this point on this particular problem. This is what it would look like. Those are both the same thing. The next problem, I've got a negative 5x squared and 11x squared, so that adds up to 6x squared. Don't change the variable part. 13x and 4x is 17x. And then negative 8 plus 6 is negative 2. Remember, if you made a mistake on any of these problems, don't beat yourself up, don't shame yourself. Just remember, mistakes are opportunities to learn. So notice what you did and learn from that. Use it as an opportunity. So here's the last problem. Make sure you got what I get, and let me know if you're having any problems, or I can be of further assistance. So I have a 5x squared. There is no x squared term in this polynomial, so 5x squared is going to be part of the answer. Then I have a negative 2y squared. Again, there's no y squared in the second polynomial. You may have added these things in a different order. That is okay. So I have 14x and 8x. That is 22x. I have negative y plus 4y. Always remember, when there is not a number that you can see in front of a term, it is a 1. So that is a negative 1y plus 4y is plus 3y. And then I have nothing left in the first polynomial, but I do have a positive 10 in the second, so plus 10. And just to reinforce, there's lots of different ways you could have added these terms. Maybe you did the 5x squared, and then you did the other x, the 22x, and the 3y, and the minus 2y squared plus 10. Always remember, the sign goes with the number directly behind it. So this negative goes with the 2, this positive goes with the 22, wherever you put it in the order of your terms. So that's it for adding polynomials. There's a practice sheet right below this. Give it a whirl and let me know how you do.